Hello, everybody.
Well, as Lou said, you gave it everything, George. I mean, are you feeling more satisfied even though you did lose than after the first fight?
Look, I'm a competitor, so, I can never feel satisfied, after a loss, but, I gave him all. Like I said, this guy's a pound for pounder. This guy's a hell of a fighter, and, I don't know how much longer he has at 135. He's big, he's rangy, he's just a good fighter, man. So I gave him all, my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears. I had a fantastic camp, no excuses, such a good camp, and, made the sacrifice, made the discipline and dedication, to win this fight. But, it is what it is, and I hope Australia is proud, Greece is proud, and the world is proud because, we could have fought some easy fights, we could have milked it a bit, but, we took the risk, and, I'm proud of Devin, I'm proud that he came here twice, and, I wish him all the best in the future. And, we did 24 rounds together. So, all the best. And I hope he conquers for a long time. He's still young.
George, do you feel like if you fought that fight against pretty much anyone else, you would have won? That Haney's just probably special at this time?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe, with my speed, my counter punching, the smart aggression, anyone at 135, I can beat and give a hell of a fight. But this guy, he's smart. He just knows how to adapt. I landed some great shots in round one. Here we go. This is Ferocious. He's back. And he just knows how to adapt. He knows how to get on that jab. He knows how to move. And he's a great fighter, so I respect him a lot.
You said you'd be back, George. What's next for you? And do you believe you can conquer the world again?
I think I need some rest. I need to enjoy some time with my kids, my 3 kids, my wife, and, enjoy some family time. I've had 3 big fights within a year. Teofimo Lopez, a war. Obviously, me and Haney, the first fight, which wasn't a war, but still a big prep. And this fight, another war. So, a lot of hard work. So I'll rest, recover, and we'll see. I don't know how much longer Devin has at 135. I think he might move to 140. So, God willing, that opens up some doors for us. And, I'm a big name in the world of boxing still. I show that warrior spirit. And, like the greats, the Ettore Gaddis and the Durans and all these guys, that they give it their all. You lose a fight, okay, you bounce back. So I will be champion again. This is not the end.
George, just to the right here at the back. This has been 2 fights in Australia in a row compared to so many when you've been fighting overseas. Can we expect to see you fighting more regularly on Aussie shores, or do you think you'll be heading back overseas for more fights, or you just don't know yet?
I'm not sure yet. Wherever the big fights are, wherever the opportunities are, we'll discuss as a team. But like we said, we need rest now. I need to rest and recover. It's been a long preparation. Straight after the first fight with me and Haney, the next day I was back in the gym. So I did not take any time off. And, I need to, enjoy the fruits of my labour too. And I'm very blessed to be in that 1% of boxing that not only a world champion, but, has reached the top of a lot of good things in boxing. So, we'll see. But, I gave a great fight today. That warrior spirit. And there's still some big fights out there for me.
And look, we've got a great promoter as well, Lou DiBella from DiBella Entertainment. So, I'm sure Lou will, look at, where George is at right now. And like we said before, styles make fights. And George Kambosos is an Ettore Gaddi type style fighter. May come forward, he's entertaining. So I'm sure there's fights to be made where George can be matched up with someone with that style. And you know what? When you've got that style that sits in front of you, just like Lopez did, and it went to war and George shocked the world, we can make these fights happen. But now he just needs a good rest, needs a good holiday, some time off, and then we can just look at everything as we move forward. But yeah, proud of him. I'm so proud of him. And he's brought Australia, he's given Australia 2 big events in a very short period of time. So credit to you, mate.
It's hard to fight a Devin Haney style. We said that earlier when Devin was here. It's hard to fight a guy like that. And if you're going to fight a guy like that, you have to do what he did tonight and just sell out to do everything in your power to win and entertain the fans. And what he did tonight was a tremendous exhibition of heart and will and never quit. And people love that. That's what people respond to. And I think today, and I know the rest of this week and going forward when you read about this fight, that the people in this country, the fans in this country, but this is a great sports, country, Australia. Sport fans here know what they're watching. The man here is a warrior, and he's been a Spartan warrior his whole career, and tonight he was again. And there are a lot of fights he can have out there that are going to be wars, but right now, what he's gone through, what he said, I mean, it's been, not only that, remember the preparation for the Teofimo fight and how many times that fight got rescheduled and how long he's been training, how much time he spent away from his beautiful wife and his beautiful family. Next 6 months, he shouldn't even really be thinking about anything other than them, and then we'll figure it out from there.
George, you had gone from fighting in Marvel Stadium in front of 41,000 fans, and now you've gone to a more intimate setting in Rod Laver Arena. How was that different, and how did that feel?
You told me what a great atmosphere. That was unbelievable. Bringing that action, that blood, that's what I love. I love the wars and, the fans, the support. What a crowd. Kambosos, can still, bring big fights and, we'll be back. But just the atmosphere compared to Marvel was incredible. And, you could hear it. The roof was bouncing. And when I was landing big shots and the blood was coming and, I was trying to hunt him down, the crowd was behind me. So I'm very humbled by the support, very appreciative of, the fans behind me. And just seeing throughout this whole week how they have been. It's been amazing. And even after the fight, even after another loss, it is what it is. They're still there supporting. They still want photos and, want to show the respect. And that's the heart of a warrior. The respect is not from your wins and losses, it's how you fight. So I got a lot of respect after the Lopez fight, and I'm very proud of today, and I'm sure I got a lot of respect today.
George, you want to give yourself a break, but do you know, what's a realistic time frame for you to be back in the ring?
We'll see. We'll have to, sit down and rest, recover, and we'll see what happens with the division. We'll see what Devin does next, and what opportunities present themselves. But, rest is the most important thing. And, sometime next year, I'll be back. Ferocious, still 29, still got so much. Like I said, this guy's a pound-for-pound top 5 fighter in the world, if not, even higher. And I gave a great account, for myself. So, any of these other 135s, we can bring a great action fight. And I'm very confident that I can beat all these guys as well.
And we've got to remember, too, that he fought former world champion Mickey Bay, Madison Square Garden. He fought the former world champion, defended so many times, Lee Selby in the UK. He went on to fight Lopez, the guy that nobody wanted to fight, and George upset the world at a 13-1 underdog. Then, obviously, we had the choice of what we're going to do. Was it Lomachenko, Devin Haney? We took Devin Haney. We could have walked away from it. Took Devin Haney. Went for a rematch, Devin Haney. That's 5 champions in a row. And in boxing, that doesn't happen regularly. But the thing is, George Kambosos always tells me, and he tells Lou, I'm just not fighting anybody. I want to fight the best. And credit to you, mate. You fought the best, and you will be back to fight the best. It's as simple as that. But that's 5 guys in a row over, 2019 to 2022. That's a big, big statement right there.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the support and to all the media. I really appreciate it, to my team and my promoter. I'm very proud, not only of this fight, but very proud of the last fight as well, what we've been able to do as a country, and what Lou's been able to do with this event. I'm very proud of what we've achieved, and we'll be back. Ferocious will be back.